What's going on? What's going on? This video gonna be about Michael Malone, the Denver Nuggets head coach. And the Nuggets beat Golden State, stopped Golden State, who was looking like the hottest team, like they were on the creep up. Now let's just keep 100. The NBA is so strange in the West because you gotta understand what you see. So the Lakers can kind of not beat Denver most of the time. Golden State can't beat Denver at all, and Denver can't beat Minnesota. It's a strange situation what you see in the league with the teams. That's why the West is up for grabs, as I think OKC is the best team in the West. But anyway, Michael Malone, who's the coach of Denver Nuggets, always goes on his campaign of pushing Jokic and saying that he don't think SGA should be MVP, and he's always running his mouth. Aaron Gordon scored 38 points against Golden State. Michael Porter Jr. was balling. Now let me tell you like this. They don't have what I call a consistent sidekick to Jokic. But he does got help. But the thing is that they're not coached the right way. If Jamal Murray could play the Lakers every week or get back into the bubble, they would be saying that Jokic and Murray were the second coming of Shaq and Kobe. Because I'd be debating Jamal Murray as a top 15 player when he's consistent, but he is inconsistent and he don't get to play the Lakers and he's inconsistent. Or he's missed to turn it on in the fourth quarter. He's kind of, Aaron Gordon has played more consistent with Denver than he ever did in Orlando because he was just basically hanging out with Zach LaVine. They were doing their best NBA slam dunk contest every year to keep up with the Cavaliers and Golden State when they were in the finals. And that was all he was known for until he got to Denver. Michael Porter Jr., who I think and feel could be like a Klay Thompson for the Nuggets if he was consistent. Because I'm going to tell you something. When he's on, you ain't beating them. Now, Aaron Gordon can hurt you, but Michael Porter Jr. can embarrass you. They just not a consistent team. And I put this on Michael Malone. They don't play no defense. I like Christian Braun. And Russell Westbrook fits in really good. They just don't play with consistency. You get beat by the Washington Wizards and you struggle with a depleted Laker team and then you beat a Golden State team. That is on the coach. There is a lack of consistency. I am going to say this. If you had a Jerry Sloan or a Casey Jones type of head coach with what Denver has, that team would be even better. And Jokic would be even better. Michael Malone spends a lot of time running his mouth and he's always trying to push Jokic or something, but that team is inconsistent. They got a ring a few years ago. They could be contending for more if the priorities were in the right place. And so I had to hold Michael Malone accountable for what I see with the Nuggets because they should be better than what they are. There's no rhyme or reason why they are struggling or just, and they're better than what they are. If you got a guy who is as dominant as Jokic and you trying to make him into a historically great player, well, then you got to get more out your team. And Jamal Murray is better than what he puts out with consistency. They just don't play consistent. They don't play with consistency. So we don't know. This team is so schizo, like they all over the place. Some people think they could play Boston in the finals. Are they the second best team? Or where are they at? They're the dangerous team that nobody really knows because they're so inconsistent with what they do. But I put that on the coach. I gotta hold Michael Malone accountable for the Denver Nuggets being a roller coaster of a team because that team should be better than what they are. And if Aaron Gordon played like he did against Golden State, now mind you, they're the only team that I've seen that's made Steph and Golden State look small. Really. Because they're the only team, when Jokic hit that buzzer beater half court again, it's the only team that's actually beaten Golden State at their own game. But Steve Kerr would not have no size, and Draymond is too light in the cakes. But imagine if Golden State had somebody that could blow post, then they might have changed their fortunes. That's the only team I've seen that's really put it to them, no matter if Golden State was happening or not, is the Nuggets. They want to avoid Denver at all costs. Just saying. So, but anyway, Michael Malone, it's going to be interesting how history will look at him as a head coach because will he be a coach that, is respected or he just be a coach who lucked up and got a ring because it just seems like they could be so much better. And I'm putting this on the coach. I'm looking at them play. I watch how they put it down. And they just a lot of times it just be some sloppy doppy. I'm just like, your team is too inconsistent, yo. You are too inconsistent. You know, you could be always because Jokic keep it 100. He gonna be in the top 2 to 3 MVP count every year the rest of his career. More likely, he stays healthy and all that. But what about the team? Why is it not being pushed as an emphasis on the team? And see, as Shaq always says so well, it's always with the others. But see, it's not like they don't have others. They don't play to their level. They don't. Aaron Gordon doesn't, you know, and Michael Porter Jr. could be scary. And Jamal Murray, I already seen he can be a top 12, 15 player. He can be borderline almost 10 if he brought something with consistency. Christian Braun gets up. They got some cast with hops. You Westbrook fit. They just don't play with it, and they got to play better defense. That's the two things: inconsistent play and their defense. But that's on the coach, and that doesn't get talked about near enough about what he don't be putting down. But anyway, let me know what you think. Michael Malone, the Denver Nuggets. I think personally, they selling the team short. They should be even better. And I think that he spends too much time being a loudmouth. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And he used to be an assistant with Cleveland or something with LeBron James, and he's got this running, always talking this smack. I'm like, look, man, you got a ring. You've been more modernized with where you at. Won't you make that team play a bit more like they about something as opposed to always trying to like a chip on your shoulder, underdog. You got top tier talent. You need to know how to utilize it and put it to full fruition. Because you could have a mini run there as opposed to being a team that's a one and doneer or two and doneer. That's just coaching right there. And you got to get better defense and all that. All right, I'm out.